Good morning. How are you this morning? I'm doing well. I'm feeling still like attached to my dream time. I had kind of intense, well, not intense dreams. That wasn't the feeling in it, but as I was dancing this morning, I was kind of trying to make sense of my dreams. I was dreaming that I had a new apartment, and I was moving into a new apartment. Good morning, Alana.
Morning, Christina.
So I was
Good
just
morning,
talking
Dave.
about my good morning. I was just talking about my dreams, and I woke up this morning feeling like I I was moving into this new apartment in these dreams, and it was somebody else's apartment. It was a really cool apartment, and there were a lot of things there, but it was transitioning. It wasn't everything wasn't set in its place. But every place I looked, I found like little children hiding there, like little babies or little like really tiny miniature people or things. And I was okay with them being there, but I knew that their parents were missing them. And so all these, like, I felt like, oh, I got to get these children to their parents, but I don't know how to. And it's nighttime. Let me just put them to sleep. And I think it has to do with starting a new job and, getting used to things. And then the coaching aspect is kind of like I'm caring for these inner children, you know, um, but they're not mine. They're other people's dreams and wishes and hopes. But so I have to give them back. But it's my job to kind of take care of them for the evening. So
It's an interesting dream.
Yeah, it was very interesting. So, Alana, is there anything you want to focus on today?
I'm going to try hard to focus. Our delightful son is on online learning, so I need to be supervising him.
Yeah.
But I will definitely be listening.
Okay. Sounds good.
Love you, Christina. Have a great morning.
You too. Okay, so September 11th. This is from Al-Anon, Courage to Change. During the entire process of working on my fourth step, making a searching and fearless moral inventory of myself, I felt a nagging suspicion that I wasn't doing it right. With my higher power's help, I finally realized that the problem wasn't that I hadn't done my fourth step wrong, wasn't that I had done my fourth step wrong. The fact was that I had the same sense of inadequacy about my whole life. Whatever I'm doing, I'm inclined to feel that I'm doing it wrong, that my best is not good enough. And that is simply not true. I am doing just fine. The awareness that I have developed through step 4 puts my self-doubt into perspective. It's just an effect of the years of living with problem drinkers. So when the feeling comes up, I recognize it, I share about it, I accept it, and I feel it. And then I set it aside. I no longer assume that it has any validity. Today's reminder. Step 4 offers me a chance to find some balance. It helps me to identify the things I've been telling myself about myself and learn whether or not those things are true. Today, I will take one of my assumptions about myself and hold it up to the light. I may find that it stems from a habit rather than a reality. The quote is, "Let me realize that self-doubt and self-hate are defects of character that hinder my growth." That's a good one. And Alana, I'm going to pick a card for you. It says, follow what you love, and it will take you where you want to go. All right. And resonate with stillness. September 11th. Thinking about all the people that experienced that day and how the world changed that day. I remember it well. I didn't have any loved ones have a loss of life, thank goodness, but I know that a lot of people did. And just sending out my warmth and care for those people as this day might trigger some of that, and just sending love. Okay, September 11th. This is from Courage to Change, and this particular uh, reading is from Gurmai. Each individual makes an offering to his own world according to his own ability and his own worth. A person who engages in meditation as a spiritual practice allows himself to be transmuted into light. Then wherever he goes, he transforms the atmosphere around him into one that is loving and harmonious and glorifies God. And this does actually happen as you continually meditate on the light of God. Beautiful. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but when your intention is strong, and you kind of, pick your attitude for the day, it can really um, affect the way you interact with people. I'm thinking of this example of I called somebody, it was their birthday, and I had already set an intention to have a really grateful day, um and I was like, "Hi, how are you? How's your birthday?" And they were like, "Oh, okay, but this is happening and this is happening." And I noticed that if I haven't set my intention, that I can kind of just go, "Yeah, yeah," and what kind of get into the wallowing with them. And I thought, "Gosh, it's their birthday." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that hurts. Oh, wow. Imagine that. And what are you grateful for? I'm so grateful for these things and this and this and this." And I got her just kind of talking about all the things that she was grateful for. And I felt like we left the conversation in a more uplifting place. And, I think that that's a service that we can do for anyone. And of course, we don't want to minimize people's deep feelings of sorrow and, things that they're going through. But it's nice to offer a little lifeline of, like, if they want to feel uplifted, to, like, offer that peace and see if they climb aboard. Okay, I want to read one from Dancingstar. I'm really excited. I can't say much about it right now, but I'm going to be launching something probably within the next month, with Dancingstar, that I'm very excited about. And then also with Bride Plus One, I'm hoping within a week I'll be able to share that announcement. Okay. If man lives without inner struggle, if everything happens in him without opposition, he will remain such as he is. I think I've read that one before. It's funny how my fingers just go to similar pages over and over again. Now, watch, if I get patience, I'll be like upset. All right, this is for myself as well as anybody else who is watching in the future. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shuffle the cards. Myself, anyone who is watching now or will watch in the future. Soul evolution. Why do we cry when our dear ones die? Because we sorrow for our own loss. If our loved ones leave us for training in better schools of life, we should rejoice instead of being selfishly sad, for we may keep them earthbound and hamper their progress by broadcasting our own selfish wills. The Lord is ever new, and by his infinite magic wand, renewing death, he keeps each created object, each living being, ever manifesting, ever remodeling itself into a fitter vehicle for his inexhaustible expressions. Death comes to dutiful men as a promotion to a higher state. It comes to failures to give them another chance in a different environment. The life beautifully, the life beautiful, the life beautiful evolves as souls are trained in the factory of mighty death. Wow, that's one I haven't read in a long time. Very interesting. And I think, it's not like we can stamp our lives success, failure. So I would imagine there are aspects of us that we have succeeded in overcoming obstacles, and there are other aspects of us that are still needing to learn the same lesson. So I would imagine when we kind of graduate into the next realm, we can, um, you know, have new opportunities to learn in new ways. All right, shall we meditate? You can close your eyes and just make sure that you're in a comfortable position with your spine erect. And your muscles are loose and relaxed. If there's any points of tension, give them a little squeeze or a stretch, whatever they need. And take a deep breath. If you need to yawn, please do so. Becoming present to the body. In this moment, with my eyes closed, I can see and then just noticing. Is it completely black? Is it more 3D? Are there little lights, little pixelations? I remember when I was little, I would see those little things like little pixelations, and I had no words to describe them. That was before computers at the dark ages. Hmm. What can I see? What can I taste? What can I smell? What can I hear? And what am I touching? You can put your forefinger and your thumb together and then put your palms on your knees if you like. If that helps you keep an erect spine. Or you can put your hands in your lap, whatever you like. And just imagining this golden channel of light going up your body. Imagine that your spine is emanating this golden light, and this golden light is reaching up to the heavens and reaching down into the earth. Imagining this column, and in this column, you are connected to Mother Earth and you are connected to Father Sky. And the container around the column is the gatherer of information for all that is. So we're going to harvest. We're going to go and see what experience we have to bring back to the universal soul. What are we feeling like in our bodies right now? What sensations are we experiencing? Good, bad, indifferent? And just imagining that the spirit carries that experience and just delivers it to this universal stream soul, this channel, this ever renewing well. So it's gathering the experience of how it feels to be in this body as a human right now. And then it's pouring into the collective soul. Then tuning into your feeling body. How am I feeling today? Taking 4 breaths. And with each breath, just feeling one of the feelings that I'm going to suggest. I am feeling angry about. Inhaling and exhaling. I am feeling sad about. I am feeling desire for. I am feeling grateful for. And you can use this throughout your day. If you're feeling particularly angry, maybe you need 17 breaths. Or sad. Just paying attention to your feelings. They're so important. They can really hijack us, influence, enhance our experience of life. So, like the 4th step, it's really important to take inventory of where we are emotionally. So, we're not letting our emotions rule the roost, drive the bus. They're there, they're real. but they're not in charge. So imagining taking all of those feelings and just pouring them into the universal stream. They're all experience. And then going up into your thoughts, listening to your thoughts, listening for those positive thoughts, listening for those negative thoughts, the intuition, the intellect, noticing are the negative thoughts more uh, pervasive today or the positive? Just noticing. And then just accepting them as experience. The mind assesses, that's what it does. Allowing it to do that. It sorts through this is good and this is bad and all of that. And they're all experiences. And we pour them into the universal stream. We upload them to the cloud. We are gathering experience for the universal soul. And our spirit is the transporter, is the messenger, is the moving connector. It's kind of like with a stream of water. If you're going into the middle of the stream, if the water is completely flowing equally in both directions, then the middle of the water seems still. So it is both moving and still at the same time. So imagining that there's so much information in that stream. There is everything and nothing. There is equipoise. This is where our inner being, our soul, experiences everything and nothing. Here in the still point, there are no contradictions. Here we are just experiencing what is. This is beyond the play of the physical, emotional, and mental. This is reality. This is beyond the veil. Here, time does not exist. Past, present, future are one. Om Namah Shivaya. Om, the primordial sound. Nama, I honor. Shivaya, the God that is within as well as without. I honor my inner divinity. Om Shanti, peace. And you can stay in this state for as long as you're able, long as you'd like. But the length of time doesn't really matter. It's just connecting. It's a touchstone, it's a way of remembering, experiencing your soul on a daily routine, a daily in a once a day. Really can infuse the rest of your day. And it's so good for your health, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well being to just connect to your inner divinity. Mm. I'm wanting to stay there like all day. But I made the choice to be a human, come into this incarnation, get some things done. So I'm going to have a balance of my inner life and my outer life. And I'm just going to infuse my outer life with my inner life to make it a passionate play. Open my eyes. Hmm. I'm just sending you some love. And reminding you that tomorrow we're having a Zoom workshop. Your on Zoom presence. And I really hope that you will be there. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You do make the world a better place just by being you. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Ah, so good. Mm. Have a blessed day.